today starts with just this box of the periodic table, just like we had in our notes. So if we go back to our notes and we kind of look at what we drew, the atomic number is the smaller number in the box. So that is what we're going to label this first one here. And then we can tell from our notes that we just had, this is the symbol. And then the chemical name. So we're just labeling the things that are in the box. And the atomic mass. Because this is an average of all of the atoms found in nature of this element. I mean, that's what they say. So the atomic number equals the number of what? Protons or electrons. We talked about how that or is a very big word for 2 letters. That we're not adding, we're not doing math here. It's just that, like for oxygen, we have 8 protons or 8 electrons. Atomic mass, however, equals the number of protons plus neutrons. So there's some math involved with the atomic mass. All right, we are going to do oxygen and zinc together and kind of refer back to our notes. So the first one, oxygen here, is number 8. If I don't know how to spell oxygen, and we have the symbol, we need to add the chemical name. If I don't know how to spell that, I might come back to my periodic table that we had, find oxygen. There's number 8. They'd go in numerical order by atomic number. So then the name there, oxygen. So we're going to go ahead and add that to our worksheet. All right. And then atomic number. We know that if we look back at our notes that we had, the atomic number is the smaller number in the box. The atomic number was at the top. So we know that that's 8. The atomic mass is 15.999, but we are not going to write 15.999. What are we going to write there? 16, because we're going to round that to the nearest whole number for our purposes. So then we know that the atomic number tells us the number of protons, so we know that that's going to be 8. The number of neutrons equals, we come back to our notes, it is mass number minus atomic number. So in this case, it's going to be 16 minus 8, which is 8. And then electrons are going to match protons. So we know that the protons were the atomic number. Now I want you to be really mindful. I want you to really think about it and understand these are not always going to match. Not always the same. Every year I have kids who just put the same 3 numbers there, and that is not accurate. So let's go ahead and do zinc, and that'll give us a good example of them not really being the same. So if we look, we have the name zinc, and we need to look at its symbol. So if we come back to the periodic table, we know that it is number 30. Its name is zinc. Its symbol is Zn, so that's what we're going to put on the line here for our worksheet. All right. So then what's the atomic number of zinc? We know the atomic number was the smaller number in the box, so it's going to be 30. What is the atomic mass? 65, because the 3 tells the 5 to stay the same, so we're going to have 65. How many protons does zinc have? Okay, neutrons, we know we have to say 65 minus 30. That gives us 35. And then the neutrons will match the protons. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense.